Hi, folks. So we are back for yet another team, and probably this is the team for which everyone was waiting. The Men in Blue. The runners-up from the last edition of the Champions Trophy, and India finally ended their jinx. It was such a long wait last year with the T20 World Cup win in Barbados, but can they do it for a second straight time? This time in the Champions Trophy, the 50-over format. We'll have to wait and see. Well, squad was released, and I'm joined by Shubhadeep to analyze the squad, its strengths and weaknesses, and form somewhat a playing 11. So we will just have a look at the 15-man squad. And Rohit Sharma is surely the captain, Shubman Gill, the vice captain. Then there's Yashasvi Jaiswal, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel, Washington Sundar, Kuldeep Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, and Arshdeep Singh. So now let's get to the playing 11. Surely Rohit Sharma is opening the innings, no doubt about it. The way he played in that ODI World Cup, the way he set the stage in each and every match, even in the finals and the semi-final in Wankhede, the way he counter-attacked each and every bowler, be it Trent Bolt, be it Mitchell Stark, be it anyone, that was simply sublime from the skipper. But now his partner Shubman Gill, definitely, a talented youngster, but making him the vice captain means Yashasvi Jaiswal has simply no chance of making it to the playing 11 at any point in the tournament.
Well, it was expected, when the way Team India has backed Shubman Gill for the last couple of years in the ODIs and also T20Is, you know that it was going to happen. I think you mentioned about this ODI World Cup in for Rohit, but the one thing that impressed me a lot was the way he played the spinners in Sri Lanka. I think that
Yeah,
157 runs he made I think a strike at 140 or over than that in a games or all the three games when all the other batters in the lineup was struggling against whether it's Velalage or any other left
yeah.
arm spinners Sri
Asaranga,
Lanka,
Diksha, everyone just,
Asalanka,
even Charit Asalanka bowled good spells.
even Asalanka. Yep, Asalanka is coming in the middle overs and he was picking 3 wickets in almost like a 3 overs. So the way Rohit has kind of smashed the new ball against the pacers or even the spinners using his speed, the sweeps, reverse sweeps, some of the dynamic shots that he always been used to play is something that you I
Yeah,
always
and
look forward to.
the way he has remodeled his game at this stage of his career, that's really admirable.
And let's not mix formats always that he has been struggling for test matches, so he will be bound to struggle in ODI. It's not a true thing. In the past, it used to happen that so many teams used to reward their test players for an ODI cap. Things have changed. It's a modern age. Let's not look at his test form, I would say, which is very struggling, no doubt about it. But his ODI format, if you look at it, it has been excellent. It's been tremendous, more than I think better than Virat, I would say. So he is expected to captain the side as you had expected. And now Shubman Gill is getting another responsibility on his shoulder. I saw some of the social media. They are saying that Shubman Gill doesn't deserve a ODI spot. Come on,
Again,
clear your eyes,
judging him
man.
based on test form.
He has an average of around 60, 58 odd in ODIs
And probably
overall.
the
And
lack
then
of ODIs last year
yeah,
has changed people's
that's the
perception.
issue
They are
for me.
judging mixing formats. Because
Yeah, that's the
ODIs
issue.
haven't happened a lot in the last 1 year, they're just seeing the recent BGT and judging players based on that.
Yeah, India played just 3 ODIs in last year. It felt like they didn't play anything because they didn't win a single ODI last year. So, but Shubman Gill was the highest target. I think over 50, 100 runs in ODIs in 2023 in the ODI World Cup year at home for India. So he was expected to be at an opening position. Yes, that has kind of eliminated Jaiswal, at the opening spot. But I think he can wait because the two players are performing. You don't want to break the kind of momentum and then shift something else. So Joshua can actually wait, and if something happens, if injury happens or form drops out suddenly, then Joshua can easily come and give them right, left hand the combination. So yeah, at number three, is there any doubt he is going to come? That guy, his name is Virat Kohli. You know him. He's going to smash everything if he gets his right form. He is also not in form. But let's not go into the test match format again.
Yeah, again, those three ODIs he didn't perform, but he was one of the best performers in that ODI World Cup again with Rohit. Scoring 700 plus runs, player of the tournament. So he
Yeah,
was in sublime touch in that ODI World Cup.
and now starts the issue. There is four, there is five, and
Yeah,
there's four
this
and five
number four is actually a haunting place for India for so long. It's been,
for so
and
long. Even
probably
in
2023 World
2019.
Cup was the first time when it looked like number four was fixed.
Yeah, they in 2015 they used Rahane in that place. Then 2013, 2019, they used so many players. There are Jadhav, there are Pan, there are Karthik, there's MS, there was Hardik, there was everyone was coming. And at the end of the day, in a semi-final, they lost because of the number 4 player. They didn't have the number 4 player. So now
Yeah, in the
again,
middle also they used Yuvraj. Everyone has played in the number four.
yeah, so number 4. And now you wonder whether it's going to be Shreyas Iyer or it's going to be KL Rahul. And then number 5, whether it's going to be KL Rahul or Rishabh Pant. See, I think Rahul
Yeah,
is
I
doing
mean
a great
again,
job.
Shreyas Iyer is someone who hasn't played a lot of the other formats, and so people
Yeah,
have sort of forgotten him. This was the guy who scored 500 plus runs. He was the guy who set up that semi-final with that blistering
yeah,
knock against New
exactly.
Zealand. That 100 was the one which made the difference at the end on that kind of a wonky track, and
And
people have
even
sort of
he's
forgotten
informed.
him because he hasn't performed a lot, hasn't played a lot of Test cricket or T20 cricket.
Yeah, and he's in form. I think he has been scoring runs. I mean, people know others, but he is also someone who has been really, really consistent with his runs, whether it's the Ranji Trophy, Dulip Trophy, Irani Cup, or Vijay Trophy. He has some score runs. And all of these contributions with the bat has come at a very good strike rate, something you
Yeah,
really want in a middle over, especially against the spinners in this modern age. So I don't see him getting dropped. My issue is whether they're going to pick KL Rahul or they're going to pick Rishabh Pant. I know people will say it will be a little hard to say, but I'll still go with KL
yeah.
Rahul because I want to have that kind of a rhythm. I know Pant can something that can bring a left-handed kind of a combination, but then if you want to punt, then you have to go with 5 bowlers. Are you ready to go with 5 bowlers in an ODI game in Dubai when there's dew is if it to come, something like that? And then,
No, I mean
even if
Pant will
you,
be playing in KL Rahul's place. If he plays in KL
yeah,
Rahul's place, then you can still have that six bowlers with Hardik is
yeah,
there.
actually,
Yeah, but
but
then you have
then,
to sacrifice KL Rahul. That's the
or you
thing.
have to
And KL
sacrifice
Rahul
Shreyas
is
Iyer.
sort of, yeah, I mean KL Rahul sort of did nothing wrong before the 19th November when that knock was criticized for some reasons. And
Yeah,
I mean, but it will be like he was scrutinized for that particular knock.
yeah. But yeah, then we move to
Yeah,
Hardik.
so there's,
No
I
doubt.
mean, two out of those three will surely play in that 4 or 5 position. Hardik
Yeah,
is surely, I mean, India just sweat on his fitness. A fit Hardik anywhere, any day is better than anyone. So he's gonna play at number 6
and
now. Number 7.
even as I mentioned, the last T20 World Cup also, they say I always, I how great a fan I'm Bumrah of Bumrah I know Bumrah is gonna be the important contact for India if he gets fit. Even Rohit Virat, but I always say in ICC events, your all-rounder is going to be the main puzzle in the whole setup. If Hardik contributes with the bat, if Hardik contributes with the ball, if Hardik contributes with the field, you are going to win the cup. There's no doubt about it. It's exactly same happened in T20 World Cup, and
And on top
I'm
of that,
expecting
he's
the
a
same.
clutch player. He has always
He's a
performed
class player.
in crisis situations.
Exactly. Now
And
Ravindra
then,
Jadeja, I think
yeah,
you
the
wonder.
hero from the 2013 Champions Trophy, I think he's the only guy left from that Champions Trophy squad.
And then
Mm,
it starts. Whether it's Akshar or going with Sundar. I think India
yeah.
went to the extra spinner. Do you think so, or you think nah, right squad?
Maybe, I mean, there lies the puzzle. I mean, did they do a mistake in dropping Siraj? Again, Siraj was someone who was in their scheme of things throughout that ODI period. I mean, the 2023 when they played all those ODIs before the World Cup, then the World Cup, and even he played in Sri Lanka. But then was he again judged on the basis of his test performances?
Feels so because he is the. I think he is among the top 3 wicket takers since in ODI since 2020-22. So he has played a lot of times,
And
and
I think, yeah, Rohit made some comments that based it was based on his performances with the old ball that
yeah,
maybe he was judged and missed out to Arshdeep.
I don't know what happened. If he is not effective with the old ball, use him with the right new ball and use the other reverse swing bowler. Shami is a great reverse swing bowler. Use him with the old ball then. There's
Yeah,
no
but
way. It
at times Rohit only got desperate and brought Shami with the new ball. Remember 19th
yeah,
November?
yeah, I remember he used him at the first change and suddenly he decided to come here in
And
the
then he brought
opening.
Jadeja, then he brought Kuldeep, and by the time he brought Siraj, Travis had already raced to 60, 70, and the ball was pretty old, filled
So
with
that's the
dew.
issue. But I think in the discussion of Sundar or Akshar, I think they will go with Akshar because they always want to have the batting ability.
Yeah,
But
Akshar gives you that extra muscle power, those that power hitting at the end of the innings. He can even play in the middle, play spin very well. With Sundar,
Yeah,
you will get more of stability, but not that extra power hitting. And since Jadeja's power hitting has sort of decreased a bit over the years, I think Akshay gives you that flexibility. But then again, if it's a team filled with good left-handers, then you might be tempted to bring in Washington Sundar. Also, if Jadeja doesn't perform well, maybe 1 or 2 games
yeah.
down the
Then they can.
tournament, they can play both Akshay and Sundar and drop Jadeja. So they have got that flexibility. Then comes
And then
Kuldeep.
they comes
Again,
Kuldeep.
Kuldeep is someone who is playing after his injury. He
Long
last
injury.
played,
Yeah,
I think, in the New Zealand Test series.
yeah.
Then he
So
is coming back.
yeah, fingers crossed for him too. And then another fingers crossed for both Shami and Bumrah. Okay, Shami hasn't played a lot. Also, he has played only 3 ODIs, and all the 3 ODIs in came in the Vijay Hazare Trophy. All of those 3 games he has bowled in 10 overs only once. So there is always a bit of a concern about his bowling fitness. And you have seen it's gonna be hot in Dubai in those time, and there's a bit of a dew in the second innings. We have seen in the IL T20 a lot of pacers are taking a lot of wickets more than the spinners. So pacers will be under a bit of pressure to give you rewards. Now there's 2 pacers
Yeah, both of his fitness
Bumrah is
is under
there,
the cloud.
Shami is there, and yeah, yeah. So there's the issue. And then even if you go with Arshdeep Singh, then the problem is Arshdeep is has played a bit of T20s, but not an experienced guy. So there's no bit of a bit of a if and but that
Yeah,
how
also I
he'll
think
perform.
Arshdeep's sort of left arm angle, that advantage India
Yeah,
kept in mind when selecting him, because that's sort of a rarity in India. If you see, not a lot of left arm pacers have come out since Zahir Khan's retirement. I think Nataraj and Sran have played few games, but not a lot games. And they are maybe trusting Arshdeep's ability to bowl Yorkers at the end also.
yeah. And as far as Bumrah is concerned, I think that they are going to have a scan on February 2 for him, and they will decide whether he plays the third ODI against England in Ahmedabad, and then they will take a
Yeah,
call.
that's the
They have
news the entire nation is waiting to know.
waiting for. I think BCCI has not yet given medical fitness, report on Bumrah, but whenever it comes, it's gonna absolutely expose entire India. I mean, what's gonna happen? Because Bumrah is the man. You have to say it. He is the man who is going to shoulder a lot of responsibilities in the
Yeah, I mean,
entire
India with
bowling.
Bumrah and India without Bumrah, it's like, I mean, hell and heaven.
Chalk and cheese, yeah. But how do you see this whole entire squad, and what do you see India finishing? Semi-final, you
Yeah, I
think,
think, I
but
mean, on paper, to be honest, there are enough good names, enough match winners in the squad. So, and looking at the group, I think surely top four they're making. And after that, it's all down, more down to mental fortitude than skills. How they cope
uh,
up on that day, the mental fortitude, I think.
I think there are so many things have happened in the last couple of weeks in Indian cricket. Too many
But
10
then
like
again,
10.
boom. I have said this, keeping in mind that Bumrah will play at least a couple of games in the group stage.
But I was wondering that all the outside noise and how that gonna be affect the Indian team atmosphere. I think so many things have happened since the Australian trip has ended. 10-point guidelines. So many reports are coming. The leakage is coming. Someone is saying that this player has leaked the news. Someone is saying this player has leaked the news. They're saying the relation between Gambhir and Rohit has fallen out, and now we're going to ICC event with so much pressure. Indian is under tremendous pressure, and generally doesn't happen when you win an ICC trophy in the last event. You actually go free, like yeah, we have no pressure, we just own it. But then you just 6 months after all the victory laps, all the Mumbai Wankhede Bulls excitement, you're again for ICC event, and there is pressure, there is buzz, there's excitement,
Yeah, it's
but there is
sort of
that.
like India and Rohit have learned life in just a year.
Yeah, it's a circle kind of thing. But yeah, I think balanced squad, and
Yeah, I think it's
as you
all down
mentioned,
to how they start in that first couple of games. They have that first game against Bangladesh and then against their arch rivals, Pakistan. So,
if they somehow lost to Pakistan and then they have to face New Zealand in a do or die game,
and then
then
it
you
will
need to think
all feel like 4 years back, 2021.
4 years back. Oh my goodness! I just hope they got
Dubai,
a
you have lost
smooth
to
time.
Pakistan and you are playing a must win against New Zealand.
Yeah, and we're back to COVID days. New virus is looking forward to us. So yeah, hopefully something good happens. A lot of things hasn't gone in plans the last couple of last not couple of weeks, like for the last 7 or 8 weeks, things haven't gone as you will love to see. But hopefully a trophy can actually just decrease all the pressure and put it in a very nice smoothing end to the whole cake. Cherry on the cake, I would
Yeah,
say. But yeah,
yeah. Also, Rohit, who knows? It may be his last ICC tournament. No one knows the future, but maybe you never know
maybe
because he's not because WTC India not going, and next WTC final, that entire cycle, will he play or not? Will he play 2027 World Cup?
it will be surely it will be his last ODI event if India loses and doesn't qualify in the semi-final at least. Surely, I know Indian cricket. You know Indian cricket. It will be his even with Virat. Even with Virat, there will be pressure. Even if they wins, you know they are playing the 2027 ODI World Cup. That's for sure. So all of this kind of result, whatever happens, there is also
Yeah,
news
the
that they
sword
will
is
take
dangling. The sword is just dangling on their heads.
Exactly. Yeah, and there's a news that they will take a call on Gambhir's coaching after the performance of this Champions Trophy. So it's not about the captain only; it's about the head coach too, how they kind of perform in the Champions Trophy.
Yeah,
So
so definitely a lot of things at stake, but let's hope the Men in Blue turn around and put up some great performances in the Champions Trophy. So please stay tuned for the other teams as well. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and please share the videos with as many guys as possible. Till then, cheers. Goodbye.